Hello, Kudou audience. Thank you so much for stopping by. I have just recently acquired a capture card, and I am about to test it out right now for you guys. I'm going to be testing out on the Battle of Z demo because there are a few things I wanted to talk about with this game, and I figured why not just kill two birds with one stone. So for those who don't know, Battle of Z is the most recent Dragon Ball Z fighting game in which you play, well, come on, who doesn't know what a Dragon Ball Z game is by now? You play as a super powerful dude and you beat the crap out of stuff, though it's pretty much the exact same as every other DBZ game. But the thing that makes this one kind of special is the fact that it has up to 8-player missions. So you can actually go on and have 8-player fights, which you would think would be the proest thing in the world, but somehow Namco Bandai has found a way to screw this up royally. I'm going to rant a little bit, so if you're really not in the mood for a rant, this video is not for you, but here it goes. My main problem with this game, and the reason I will not be picking this game up, especially not at full price, maybe if it goes down to like 15 bucks, I'll look at it, okay? I'll look at it. But the reason I will not be picking this game up at retail price is because there is no offline multiplayer. Now, how on earth do you figure out a way to screw up offline multiplayer? It makes no sense to me, and this is Namco Bandai. It's not like this is their very first fighting game ever. They make the Naruto Ninja Storm series, and the Ninja Storm series is one of my favorite fighting game series, like, in the world. So, I'm just scratching my head. I don't get it. The Ninja Storm series has great offline multiplayer. They even have like tournament modes and all kinds of stuff to promote getting your friends together and playing with multiple people. It's fantastic. In fact, the new Ninja Storm is going to feature 4-player co-op, which has never really been done before in the Ninja Storm series. And it looks fantastic, and it looks like it's all offline. Like, I don't understand why it wouldn't be. But for some reason, Namco Bandai saw this game and was like, no, it would water down the experience too much if everybody just played on the same screen. So everybody needs their own console, their own copy of the game, their own television, and their own PSN account along with an internet connection, because that's just way easier than just getting one console together, going to your friend's house, and smashing up some dudes. Some people are going to argue that, oh, it's because it's 8 players, and there's no way you could have 8 players on a console, but who cares? You don't have to play 8 players. Like, if I just have one friend and I want to get them together to smash them around a little bit with my Gohan, because Gohan is best character ever, then why can't I just do that? Like, I have to be punished too just because they can't do 8-player co-op on one console? That's stupid. In fact, speaking of which, from what I've heard, like I said before, I've not picked this game up, so I don't know this for a fact, but from what I've heard, there's no one-on-one fights. All of it is like 2, 3, 4 characters fighting against another team. That is absolutely dumb. Absolutely dumb. Okay, think back for a second. This is a fighting game, right? So, how many successful fighting games do you remember that didn't feature one-on-one fighting? Anyone? Anything? Can you think of one? Remember that one Street Fighter game that came out where you couldn't have one-on-one matches, and all of the matches were 4v4s? You don't? Well, remember that one, that Dead or Alive game that came out that you could only play online and you had absolutely no offline co-op? You don't remember that either? Do you know why you don't remember these? Because they're terrible ideas and nobody's dumb enough to try them, except for Namco Bandai. Bravo. So a lot of you are going to be saying, oh, well, Kudou-kun, you obviously have an internet connection, or you wouldn't even be able to stream this right now. Like, what's the problem? Just play some online co-op. The problem with online-only co-op is, who's to say 4, 5, 6 months down the road, if I want to play this game online, there's still going to be an audience for it. This is a DBZ fighting game. People are probably going to be bored of this for the first couple of months that it's out. I guarantee it. As soon as somebody figures out who the most competitive character is, and everybody's just playing that character, then the game's audience is going to start to die, and that's just the way it is. Nobody buys a fighting game specifically for the single player. Don't get me wrong, the single player Dragon Ball Z games is fine, but especially with the Dragon Ball Z franchise, we've played the story so many times. It's not like we're going to find something new. It's just, I don't know, it's really silly to me, all of the things that holds this game back. Because this game could have been something really, really great. It's got probably the best visuals of any Dragon Ball Z game that's ever come out and will ever come out ever. The voice acting is obviously top-notch as always, and honestly, I think the gameplay is pretty fun. A lot of people are complaining about how simple it is, but there's a lot of really intricate things about the gameplay that makes it really unique and interesting. For example, every character has its own classification. You've either got melee types, beam types, or blast types I think they're called here, support types, and interference types. The melee fighters go in close, and they're the ones that keep the main pressure up and snipe the weakers out of the way so that the other members can focus on some of the stronger members. And the blast types are people who snipe the melees so that they don't go into whoever it is they're targeting. The supports have healing, and they can get ki back, and they've got moves that power up attack, and all kinds of other things. And interference types are characters like Piccolo, for example, who have moves that don't do much damage, but they mess with where your opponent's orientation is on the screen. So, for example, Piccolo can take somebody and pull them in close to them. So this can be used in multitude of ways. Like, you could use your interference type to take their interference type and keep them from interfering, or you could pull their support type and keep them from healing, or you could pull their melee type so that they can't get close to the people you're trying to protect, and so on and so forth. The controls themselves are really simplistic. There's only one attack button, and you can only do one combo, which is a little dumb because, again, Namco Bandai made the Ninja Storm series, and in Ninja Storm, even though there was only one attack button, there was chakra canceling, dash cancels, juggles, all kinds of stuff that made it really fascinating, and made it so that you weren't just playing the same match over and over again. There were actually special plays that you could do. In fact, if you held the button in different directions, you could change the combo and make like these really nice chains. But in this game, it's just every character has one combo. It's a little disappointing, but like I said before, it makes up for it in so many other ways. I don't know why anybody would see that as the game's main fault. You can, like the way that you combine with your teammates, like it creates these absolutely ingenious moments where you're in the middle of a combo and then you throw them to your teammate and then they start a combo and good times are had. I'm not saying that this is the best, most deep fighting game in the world. I'm just saying that the game had the potential to be a really fun game. My argument for games that have really simplistic controls is if you make the controls simplistic, it reaches a wider audience. You bring out how smart the person is, as opposed to how good their twitch instincts are. See, when a game has really complicated button control setups, it doesn't reward you for knowing what to do at what time, it rewards you for having twitch instinct, and it's how quickly you can push the buttons and not how much thought you put into pushing the buttons. But when it comes to something really simplistic like this, it's like it doesn't matter how quickly you can push a button. It's if you don't know the timings and if you don't have good teamwork, all kinds of stuff like that, then you're not going to be that good at the game. So this game obviously could have been really fantastic, but I don't think it's going to be. I will be really, really shocked if this game lasts more than 5 months online, and after that, everybody who paid full price for this game is just going to be so angry when they see that desolate wasteland. But anyways, I guess I'll stop complaining for now. I think I'm just gonna let this little cutscene play out. and call it here. Don't forget to pick this demo up from the store. I mean, it's free. You might as well try it out for yourself. If you find the game fun enough to play on your own, then go ahead and pick it up, because like I said before, it's a really fun game. It's got some really interesting mechanics to it, and a lot of single-player missions and stuff you can do. The only reason I keep picking it up is because when I get a fighting game, I need some offline multiplayer, because I need a party game. I need something I can take to my friend's house, bust out, and just have everybody play for the night. And this game just does not fulfill that for me. And I know the single player is going to get boring after a week, so there's no way I'm going to pick this game up, especially at full price. Anyways, if you want to see more content, if all of this works out super well and I can actually start recording Let's Plays and stuff, then subscribe to stay up to date on the latest Kudou news. If you have any thoughts about the game, if maybe you have some different opinions on Battle of Z, I'd love to hear them in the comment section below. And lastly, if you enjoyed my analysis, then please leave me a like. Those things are really, really helpful to us YouTubers. Bye for now. And cut.